Welcome back to Quantreef.com. Bitcoin sitting right around 63,725, parked almost exactly on session VWAP, which makes this a genuinely interesting spot to dig in. We'll walk through liquidity, support and resistance, VWAP, Fibonacci, fair value gaps, positioning, and where this likely goes over the next several hours. Price is at 63,725, basically glued to session VWAP at 63,707, which tells you this is a balance zone, not a trend day. The two anchored VWAPs sit just above at 64,012 and 64,076, and price trading under both means it's still working below value. Momentum reads neutral here, control hasn't clearly flipped either way yet. The liquidation data isn't printing clean pools right now, so I'll lean on the order flow and structure instead. What we do know is stops are clustered above, around the 64.2 stop-loss cluster and the fib midpoint near 64.6. Markets tend to run toward these dense stop zones before reversing, because that's where the easy liquidity sits for whoever's driving the next leg. On the panel right now it's resistance only, no supports printed below. Nearest up is the stop-loss cluster at 64,210, then fib 0.5 at 64,589, then target 1 at 65,567, target 2 at 66,938, and target 3 way up at 68,215. With nothing below on screen, a break higher through that stop cluster is the more likely first test, and losing 63.7 would be what invalidates this balance red. Above, there's a 4-hour bear gap from 64,354 to 64,959, already a quarter filled and sitting right under that resistance stack, a real magnet. Higher up, two daily gaps near 70,773-400 are much further out. Below, there's a 4-hour bull gap from 62,863 to 63,664, already half filled. Price sits right at the 0.5 fib, 63,816, with 0.382 above and 0.618 below acting as the next pivots. I'd expect the nearby 4-hour gaps to get tested before either fib extension comes into play. This one's graded watch, N read 79, HTS 59. Trend and structure at 79 and order flow at 79 are carrying the setup, while institutional positioning at 32 and statistical volatility at 27 are dragging it down. On the 4-hour taker split, shorts are at 57.9% against 42.1 longs, so short sellers are heavier here. That's the side that gets squeezed if price pushes into that resistance stack. Given shorts are leaning harder on the 4-hour taker split, a push up through the stop cluster near 64.2 and into the fib 0.5 at 64.6 looks like the more probable first move, filling that nearby bear gap along the way. If buyers clear it, the 4-hour gap up towards 64,959 and then target 1 at 65,567 opens up, squeezing offside shorts. If sellers defend that fib zone instead, price likely rotates back down to fill the bull gap near 62,863 to 63,664. Bullish case confirms above 64,589 with a long setup targeting 63,175 through 64,974, invalidated back below 61,987. Bearish case confirms on rejection near 65,805, targeting 65 for 76, invalidated above 66,720. So we're sitting right at a decision point, and whichever side actually takes that liquidity above or below likely defines the next rail move. If this kind of breakdown is useful, give the video a like and subscribe. Quantreef.com runs this same 9-layer grading, probability, and liquidity read across more than 100 coins, with a 7-day trial if you want to dig deeper. This is for educational purposes only, not financial advice.